Let's talk some wake up and win college football for Saturday. Miami traveling to SMU, two teams that probably should have played for the ACC title last year. Only one of them ended up doing it. Miami fell out of the picture. Now they're facing off this year in Dallas. SMU, a 12.5 point home dog. 12.5 point home dog. Total 51 for this contest. Looking at my Odds Logic live odds screening. By the way, guys, get a free trial, 7-day trial for this Odds Logic live odds screen. Number one, it's cool. Number two, you can see the market move in real time. So you know, do I bet this now? Do I wait till later? How do I get the best of the number? And number three, at least I live in Las Vegas, so I have a lot of apps and a lot of different sports books. Looking at the Odds Logic live odds screen tells me, open up the Caesars app right now. Open up the MGM app right now. Open up the Circa app right now. Open up the Westgate app, whatever it is. Because you can see the different books and where the point spreads are, so you can go to the right book at the right time to get the best of the number. Anyhow, check it out, oddslogic.com/Teddy. I'm not going to go on and on about it. Get you a free 7-day access. But right now, Miami minus 12, minus 12.5 on the road at SMU. All the sharp money has come for the Hurricanes so far in early betting action this week. And certainly some of it is some anti-SMU money. All right, the markets are not particularly amused with SMU. SMU hasn't been that good so far this season, all right? And last week, obviously, they had disaster against Wake Forest. They did have the win at Clemson. Okay. They beat Stanford. Okay. They beat Syracuse. Not impressively. Okay. You know. But from a point spread standpoint, they've covered two spreads all year, and we're Halloween weekend. We're in November this week when this game gets played. So they've burned their backers pretty good to the tune of, 2-6 ATS this season. And last time out again, Wake Forest coming off a bye week just shut them down. And that's kind of a concern. You know, if SMU isn't moving the football effectively offensively, this is not elite defense. And the quotes come from Rhett Lashley, who, by the way, has been rumored for every single job out there. Coming off the game in which they scored 12 points. And that's the lowest they scored in the regular season since 2023. 3 turnovers, 246 total yards. Lashley, quote, not even close, hands down, the worst performance that we've had. That's my responsibility, from play calls to prep, the adjustments, all those things. I think it's more than just Lashley's coaching. They're not as good as they were a year ago. They're not close to being as good as they were a year ago. That's why their point spread record has been lousy, and I would not be surprised in the slightest to see it continue to be lousy. Before I talk about Miami, I want to ask you guys one simple favor. If you like these type of breakdowns, hit that like button. Thank you. That's all I ask. Boom, hit that like. Comment below. Tell us what you think about this game or any of the other games in college football action on Saturday. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the Wager Talk YouTube channel. We got nearly 250,000 people subscribed to this channel already. Why do you subscribe? You get instant alerts every time these videos go live. And there's so much really good content we're putting out on a daily basis. Not just me. We've got 24 guys putting out videos. Good videos, on all the different sports at Wager Talk TV. So like, comment, subscribe, and get access to all of this quality content. You visit my homepage, wt.buzz/TC. My college football stunk last week. Stunk. The free plays were awful. The client plays were awful. My NFL wasn't any better. There's a good thing. There's silver lining. In my world, you have to find silver linings because there's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. Silver lining number one, the NBA and MLB have been really good. So we're making money at least in 2 of the 4 sports that I'm capping right now. And number 2, the silver lining is bad streaks don't go on forever. I expect to bounce back strong. Check out my homepage, wt.buzz/TC. I'm confident, short and long term, that my recent struggles in college football and the NFL are not going to be a long-term problem. So baseball's hot, NBA's hot, and I expect the football to be a lot better. Visit my page, wt.buzz/TC. One advantage for doing this, I've been in Vegas since '98, and you recognize you're going to have bad weeks. What you do, you bounce back strong. Look what Miami did last week. There's your segue. Miami got, well, not clobbered, but they lost a game they were supposed to win against Louisville. They got embarrassed on national TV. Oh my God, all the dreams are ruined. Well, not in the modern world. You can lose a game in college football and not have all your dreams ruined. And I was really interested to see how Miami was going to respond last week against Stanford. Because Stanford's a plucky little team. They're a feisty little team. No, they're not talented. They can't compete with Miami. But they're also not going to lay down. And what happened? Miami was hung over for a half. The second half of that game, annihilation. 5 touchdown drives. No field goals. That's always key. And then when you score 35 points in a row, you end up winning the game by margin, 42-7. Got the win, got the cover, got your mojo back. And that's key. Mario Cristobal's not a coach who I respect tremendously. In terms of his X's and O's, in terms of his team prep, he's not a guy that I love. But from a talent standpoint, make no mistake about it, Miami's freaking loaded. They're more talented than SMU. They're more talented than SMU by a wide margin. SMU won the conference title that Miami wanted last year. I don't think they're going to forget that. So I believe the Hurricanes, who bounced back strong last week, have another good game in them. I'm not an SMU believer. All the sharp money, early week coming for Miami. I agree with that. We're not getting the best of the number. It's not a good load up the Brinks truck into the betting window and bet everything we have on Miami. But if I'm playing this one, it is Miami minus the points. I think they are the better of these two teams by a fairly wide margin. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy day to hang out with me and my videos. Appreciate the likes, comments, and follows very, very much. I understand not everyone wants to buy plays. And sometimes when you buy plays, it works out crappy. I get it. That being said, there's certainly room for those of you who are interested. Check out my homepage, wt.buzz/TC. And of course, even if you're not interested, subscribe to the Wager Talk YouTube channel and get a ton of free video content every single day. Thanks for watching, and best of luck with all your bets this weekend. Cheers.